Hey guys, just wanted to go over what I think is what was and is a pretty hard environment to trade. This is the S&P 500 futures. Again, if you're watching spiders, same thing, or any of the indexes. Again, I keep emphasizing this, that the backdrop of the indexes, the main market, the S&P 500, is going to have a great deal of effect on your individual stocks that you're trying to trade or your portfolio. So it's very good to be aware of this. That's why I personally watch it very closely and trade it a little bit. So this morning, this is the overnight. And then we come in and explode up and get rejected back down, which I initially had an order. Where did I have it? I had it at 70, I think, and I canceled it. I made a couple trades, but ended up just breaking even, unfortunately. This was some crazy price action to me because we went up, we screamed back down, we reversed, and we reversed again. But I did consider shorting there. It was too wasn't clear enough to me. That's part of the reason for this video. These are resistance where the blue is resistance, and then below is what was support anyway, before the open. So we kind of broke down and then shot back up and then shot back down and then, eventually went all the way down. But this point is where I think when this happened, this break below this support level, once it did that, that to me made it much more clear. Unfortunately, the high here is, I had an order at 57, and literally it got to, you'll see here, I had a resting order and the high was 56.75. So that was pretty painful. But I had an order to short up here. Because once it broke out of all of this and kind of made a decision after going, ripping up, ripping down, ripping up, ripping down, that was pretty hard to read. So if you couldn't read it either, I wouldn't feel bad at all. I think that was pretty tough. But once it did this, and if you've seen my couple days ago video, I had a similar trade where I was able to get on board and I shorted it and got an okay chunk, nothing major. But this was, this was a really good area. So that to me is the thing and I knew, I recognized that I had my order in, but that's something you want to be able to recognize in your trading too. Because before that it was pretty confusing. And then we got this move that broke below this support, which was kind of needed to hold for the market to have any chance, in my opinion. And if you see, the Globex high was up here at 89, so we were up a bunch, overnight, and then even coming in and off the open, and we've gone all the way down to 43.05, so just a massive move. But that's where it became clear to me. I'm sorry, down here is where it became clear, but unfortunately I didn't get filled on that trade. And then I've been waiting for a bounce. This is similar to what I was talking about the other day when the markets move so far from the top of Globex up here, 89, down to here, and then we get this pop up. After we saw this rejection, you can kind of see it more clearly here. I put in an order at 25, which I still have in there. Just trying to be cautious because after such a big move, you can get bigger bounces. I mean, if it had to come up here, absolutely automatic short. And then this, this would be an absolute gift up here, with the VWAP. And this broken support would act as resistance. It's got the midpoint of VWAP. It's got a lot of things going on up here. Now, maybe later in the day it'll get up there, but on such a negative day, it's probably not going to get that big of a bounce. So this is this is not financial advice, of course. I have to continue to say that. But this this high up here, I mean, even if I get stopped out on that, I will definitely be shorting probably around this 28 or 38 half area. And then for sure this. And, whatever the result is, that's fine with me. The other thing is, I think a lot of people who have kind of been involved in the market over the last couple of years have sort of been rewarded for just being long and, just come in and buy stocks and buy the dip and all the sayings everybody knows. That seems to have changed, at least. I mean, obviously it has changed, but, I don't know how quickly we're going to get back to that type of just buy the dip and everything will be fine. The market has gotten tougher. Now, that also brings a huge opportunity for the people who are able to capitalize on it because you can just get, huge movements. And usually down moves happen a lot quicker than up moves. I'm sure people are aware of that. But I just want to give people a heads up. This is not the environment to be buying every stock you've heard about, on dips, because these days are starting to become a little more common. And until there's a real big change in the sort of sentiment of the market, just think everybody should be careful, especially if you haven't been trading very long. If you guys have any requests, you can leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to do my best to address whatever stock or whatever you're looking at. And that includes crypto and whatever else, because trading is not really based on what you're trading. It's a system you want to sort of follow. So that's it. Maybe I can do a recap after the close, but for now, that's it. I'll talk to you later.